Our coastal crisis continues tonight. Governor Jindal's asking the U.S. Secretary of Commerce for a fishery disaster declaration.
Now, some scientists believe there could be much more oil than previously thought gushing into the Gulf. The companies connected to this bill say they're doing all they can to stop it. But that didn't keep President Obama from coming down hard on big oil. He called their visit to Capitol Hill this week a ridiculous spectacle. Meantime, state officials are sending up the SOS help. They're outraged tonight. They say BP is railroading them and using chemical dispersants in the Gulf, poisonous, against their advice. The latest map shows you where the oil slick is sitting tonight. Our David Smunt spoke with a couple of state cabinet secretaries for a look at more on this part of the controversy. David?
Andre, thank you. The governor's office received a notice from BP and federal officials late this afternoon telling them bring on the chemicals no matter what the state thinks. Late Friday, federal officials cut the Jindal administration out of conversations about whether to use chemical dispersants to fight the oil off Louisiana's coast.
We don't have any data or any evidence behind the use of these chemicals in the water.
That's why DHH Secretary Alan Levine and his counterpart at the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries both say they're beyond upset. The chemicals are supposed to break up the oil into smaller particles, making it easier to manage. But Levine says BP is not even sure if the proposed dispersant called Corexit will work.
We're now basically using one of the richest ecosystems in the world as basically a laboratory, and that's not appropriate.
It's a charge BP has denied from the start.
Dispersants are EPA approved. They've been through lots of testing. They are biodegradable. And we believe it's a very effective way of containing the spill until such time as we can eliminate the leak.
Wildlife and Fisheries Secretary Robert Barham says the dispersants have never been tested thousands of feet below the surface and could potentially pose a serious threat to health and business.
We're very disappointed in their approach. The federal procedures they refer to a consensus between the federal authorities, the responsible party, and the states involved. When we met and expressed our concerns, apparently they decided to go forward without us.
We've expressed our concerns. We've asked questions. We haven't gotten the answers to those questions.
Levine and Barham told me at this point they do not plan to file a lawsuit to stop these chemicals from being dispersed. They are planning to develop a seafood safety certification program, and they actually want BP to foot the bill on that. Andre?
And well, they should. David.